Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Glad you came. I've been wanting to do a review on something of my interests, which go back to some paint. This is chalkboard paint. It's made by Krylon. Most companies make it. I've always had an interest in if this paint actually works and if you can actually write on chalk or take the chalk and write on it, and if it really does act like a chalkboard, which is kind of cool that they can chemically format that. So I found this this quart of chalkboard paint, so I said, hey, I'm gonna give it a shot. So I got this piece of sheetrock. I turned it over on the back so I could still use the front. But I guess this paint is made, if you want to put a wall in your kid's room, or if in the kitchen you need a spot where you write down your to-dos. Instead of writing it on paper, you can put it on a chalkboard. I know when I had, small children, we always had to get their chore list, sort of a chore list. I mean, it seems like when I was a kid, there was way more chores than there are now. But anyway, we always had a chore list, and the kids would go through it, and then you'd mark it when it was done, or a to-do list for your shop, even where on part of your pegboard or your backdrop off your work desk, you could put a spot where you write your to-do stuff. So anyway, getting to it, I took this paint and I put it on really thick. I mean, I took a mini roller. I'm sure all of you know what a mini roller is. Let me see if I got one hanging around. Actually, this is the one I used. I put some, I usually put plastic around my rollers to save it for the next project if I'm not done with that color. So I'll take a piece of plastic, a Ziploc or whatever, stick it in there, and it's good, for the next project. Or, if you like touching up walls or something. But anyway, this one, I used this one on the chalkboard paint, and I actually, I took the chalkboard paint and actually poured it onto the board so I would get it nice and thick. So I put it on really thick because I figured that you need to have, a nice surface, a nice finish for this chalk to write. So guess what, everybody? I actually can write on this board. Whoops, broke my chalk already. My handwriting is not all that great. There's a house over across town. The inspector came in and said, we need to have that electric box marked, all those circuits. And I was like, I don't think you want me marking them. It's best to go to the computer and make your little strips and put them on, because if I write it, you'll never read it. Most people can read their own handwriting. Mine has gotten to the point where I can't even read my own. But anyway, here it is. Merry Christmas, everybody. I know we're all psyched to have a good holiday. So there it is, Merry Christmas. It writes up there just like a chalkboard. It sounds like a chalkboard and everything. Does it erase? The erase is pretty good. I mean, after you use it for a while and erase it, I'm sure it'll take on a little lighter shade than the real black it is now. More like a slate color, like a real chalkboard. But I gotta say, I am pretty impressed. I wanted to do a video, but I actually just wanted to see if this paint does what it says, because it's kind of, I mean, to put a slate finish into a paint and have it dry like that, and where it's hard enough for you to write on it, I thought that was pretty cool. So yes, Krylon chalkboard paint does work. I can't speak for all of them, okay, but this one here does work. I mean, a lot of the different companies formulate the stuff with almost the same, you know, chemicals and all, so I'm sure it'll work. You know, maybe not as well. This one works really well. I'm impressed. Krylon chalkboard paint. But you know, as you can see, you know, it does everything it says, and I even erased it and wrote on there again. So I'm impressed. What can I say? Everybody out there, thanks for coming. Like and subscribe, guys. Share the video. And have a great holiday. But I'm sure I'll be coming at you again and again before then with other interesting videos. Thanks for coming. I am Mr. Fix-It. I'm out.